If you've ever wanted to make those super cute senior buttons or sports buttons, but don't have a button maker, don't want to buy a button maker, but do have a sublimation printer and a heat press, then this one's for you. Hey, I'm Brittany, owner of Scotland Designs, and today we're going to be working on sublimation buttons. So we're going to be doing it two different ways. The first way is going to be laser cutting our own button rounds, and then our second one is the pre-cut buttons from Amazon. So let's get started. So these are the ones that I grabbed from Amazon. They're 3-inch round MDF sublimation blanks. They're already cut and ready to go. Super easy and super convenient. But if you have a laser, you can absolutely make these yourself. And I'm gonna cut some out and show you how to do that also. So let me show you what they look like and what it comes with. So you get these little sticky pins that you can attach to the back. And so it's just, the back is regular MDF and the front is the white sublimation part. All right, so we've cut out our piece now. We're just gonna clean it up because it does leave like some black residue when you cut it, obviously. So I just like to use baby wipes, or I'll use some blue shop towels. And let's take off this tape. And I'll probably have to go through and clean up some of the edges here. Olivia made these designs in Canva, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. We're going to click on the Create button, and then we're going to make a custom size of 2048 by 2048. Now you're going to make a circle to just fit the canvas size. We can always make it smaller in our silhouette program. You can always shrink your design to make a 3x3 button, but it's usually always harder to blow up a design. So for this button, we're just going to use a black background, and then we're going to go in and add some smoke just to give it a little bit of a extra to the design. So we're just going to make it a little bit bigger to make it fit in the button. And if it goes around the outside of it, that's fine, because when you make your button, you're just using the inside of it. If you haven't already uploaded your designs that you're using, go ahead and do that now. So we are going to add Marvin in here, and I am going to hit the background remover even though there's not a background, just to make there's no extra flyaways back there. Now I do pay monthly for Canva. I think it's like $15 a month. And that gives you all the extras that Canva offers. Now, I want to change the color of the smoke in the background to match his uniform. So I'm going to go with like a purpley burgundy color. We're going to move him back to make it look like the smoke is coming from behind him. So now we're going to go in and add a text box. We're going to do Class of 2026. And I like this yearbook solid font. It's sort of like a varsity font without the outer lining. And I'm going to change it to the color of his stripes on his jersey, just to see if I can match it just a little bit. And so now I want to go in and make it have an outline and curve it. So to make an outline, you're going to choose the outline under the effects, and then to curve it in that same section, you choose curve, and then you can change your curvature. Now we're going to have to move the letters apart just to make it not look as jumbled up. And then you're just going to want to tweak your fonts and put them exactly where you want them. So this is up to you, how you want it shaped, how you want it displayed. I'm going to send this to the back so his helmet is on top of the lettering. So you'll just choose your layer and bring him to the front, or your design to the front that you want to hang on the top of those letters. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add his name, and then I'm going to put where he goes to school and what his number is as well. And we're going to do the same design as the Class of 2026. And so we've pretty much got our design made to see if we like it. Now you can go ahead and figure out if the black background is the color that you want to keep, or if you want to change it. I think I'm going to stick with the black background just because I think it looks sharp and it looks great to me. There is one change that I want to make, and I want to make the smoke a little bit, I guess, brighter, just to see it a little bit more. So I think I'm going to go with more of like a purpley, brighter burgundy. I know it's not much different, but it's just enough for me. Okay, now we're going to duplicate this, and I'm going to show you another type of button to make. We're going to start with the same black circle, and then we're going to insert Olivia's picture in here and just remove that background. So this looks pretty good as it is, but I'm going to take it and add a frame just so I can make her legs a little bit more of a curvature. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to add this circle frame in, and you're going to add her picture into the frame. So all you got to do is just slide it into the frame and it'll merge it. So you see, it just gives her legs just a little bit of a curve to make it more of a button style, I guess you would say. I really liked the smoke background, so we're going to add another smoke background, just a little bit of a different style. So we're going to take it and we're going to just make it a little bit bigger to fit the circle, and then we're going to bring her to the front just so she's on top of it. And that looks pretty cool already as it is. I like the brightness, I like the placement, and this just looks perfect to me. So now we're going to go in and add our fonts, and I'm just going to put Senior 2026. And I think I'm going to go with the white font with the the red outline, just because you'll be able to see the red better than the black. We're going to use the same settings as we did on the last button. So we're just going to use the curve and the outline. So we're going to put it where we want it, and then I'm going to bring her back to the front and change my layer because I want her on top of the words. So if you see up at the top that says position, you can open your position on the left-hand side, and you can just move your layering that way if you don't want to right-click and hit layer. Next, we're just going to add her name in, make it a little bit bigger, center it, and we are done with her words. So if you want to add a little bit extra, I'm very extra. I'm going to go in and add some confetti, and I'm just going to choose a red confetti that I like. It's sort of a thicker one, but we're going to take this and layer it behind her, but on top of the smoke. So you can see that looks pretty freaking cool as it already is. So I'm going to take the transparency down and just make it like it's extra flames in the fire. Overall, I'm very happy with this design, and I absolutely love it. I do have 2 more designs I'm going to make, but I'm not going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to let you watch it. But if you do have questions, just message me, put it in the comments, and I'm more than happy to actually post the full video of me making these designs. All right, so now you're going to save your buttons with a transparent background from Canva, and then we're going to open them up in Silhouette software. So you see how it's bigger? It's always easier to make it bigger. Now, I have this little button frame over here just in case I wanted to make them in Silhouette, which I didn't. So I'm going to give another little lip to it, and I made it a 3.1 circle as the background, and then my button is a 3. So just in case the button is, for some odd reason, bigger than 3 inches, you have that little bit extra just to cover the outside. I'm going to do the same exact thing with Olivia's button. I'm just going to use the black and give it that lip and group it together, and we're good to go. Okay, so we've got everything printed out, and we're just going to take our blanks and just make sure everything matches up. So like I said, I did leave like a little bit of a lip or a overhang or whatever you want to call it, just to make sure I do have it lined up enough. Okay, so those look good. That looks good. So here is my Amazon blank that I bought, and here is my blank that I just made, and both fit perfectly. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut these out first. And the Amazon ones do have a film. It's really hard to see, so it looks sort of shiny. So with this film, I'll just take some tweezers and find a spot that I can pull up real quick. These are sort of hard to grab, but once you get it, they're easy to come off. So now all I'm gonna do is line up my buttons and tape them. So you can use your tape or you can use your glue spray. So I think both work pretty good. It's just what your preference is. So all of these are going to be going at 385 for 60 seconds. So we're going to put these face up. And let it sit. All right, so we are gonna start with Marvin's and let's see what it looks like. Terrible, looks terrible. This is what happens when you don't remove that top film. All right, so I did use the glue on this one and it just sort of falls right off. So look how pretty that is. Isn't she beautiful? All right, and now on this one, it's gonna be a special button. So we call my mother Nah. Now this is probably not gonna be for her for graduation. I'm sure it can say something else or whatever, but this is just to show you how sentimental these buttons can be. So you can put something on the back. Like if you've cut this yourself, you can either leave it blank or you can add customization and personalization to it. So I am going to line this up and put you, let's just put a light piece of tape right now until we, so you can see where the button is right here and where our wording is going to go. And I think that looks perfect right there. So let's press this. All right, so I haven't peeled these yet, so let's see what these look like. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. May not want to use tape on these. The back sort of peels up a little bit, so I'm guessing the glue may be the best. Oh, that's pretty. So let's show you the difference between the first one that I messed up, where I left the paper on. So the color is off on this one. It's very blurry. So just make sure you take off that, what's it called? A carrier sheet, I believe is what it's called. So look at the difference. Oh my God, she is so pretty. I love it. All right, so next is going to be the cheetah print one. And it looks like, oh, that's pretty. It looks like my image when I printed it had like a little line right there. You can tell, but that's beautiful too. All right, let's see this one. Oh, that looks good. Dang, Dang, that looks real good. You can't really see the outline of the lettering here, but you know what? It doesn't matter. That looks great. I thought I had lost this one. All right. I was like, where did it go? Oh, that one's pretty. Oh my God, I love that. That looks so good. That looks so good. All right. So this one here, we've already shown what it looks like. I'm a little nervous about peeling this tape right here because, so this is the personalization. And it says, now from the little moments to the big milestones, you've always been there. Thank you for your love, your support, and for being my biggest fan, Olivia. So how adorable is that to be able to add the personalization if you're going to do your own and do the double-sided MDF? I think that is a great point to do. So now that we have our button, we are going to add the backs, and you can either, this has a film right here, and then you can take it and let's see which way this opens up. So if I'm putting it on, I would prefer, let's make sure that's in the middle. Okay, so I have my button. Let's push it on. Now, I would suggest that you either super glue this or E6000 it, just to make sure it stays on. But there is our button, and we are done. So what I do love about these, especially if I'm making my own, and I've showed it in the video, is I like that you can add some customization to it. So there is the button that I was wearing. Let's see, I'm trying to look at my watch and see where it tells me. So here's my button that I made. So that's the front. This is the one that we cut out. And here is the back. And adding your own little personalization just gives a little bit extra to make it a custom, you know, make your grandmother feel good, or your grandfather, your aunt or uncle. So I do think both of these are really good options. I do like being able to customize the back of it and putting a little bit of extra on the back of it, but I also like being able to just order the pre-cut MDF and call it a day when it gets in and just make it. So it's truly up to you what you are needing it for and what you're wanting to do with it. Whether you're wanting to make simple buttons or buttons with like a little ribbon to add a little bit of flair, they're very simple to make and don't take a lot of time. For $5.99, you can get a Houston acrylic sheet, and then you can get the adhesive bar pins for your button for $8.59 for a pack of 100. So you can get about 11 buttons for 63 cents if you cut it yourself, or you can go to Amazon and then you can get the pre-cut buttons for $15.99 for 35, and those come with the bar pins. So it's about 45 cents for a single-sided button. These are such cute ideas to give as gifts, you know, add to your bag, or like your senior wear it on their book bag throughout the year. And it's cute. It's a good idea to like send to someone who's like, I know you can't be here at graduation, but I want to give you something as a token of my appreciation for just being there for me. So if you liked this video and you want to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to like and comment and come back and see me next time. All right, bye.